Hey guys, it's Joette with BalloonCoach.com, and today I'm talking to you about one of my favorite things of the year, and that is Balloon Boss Summit. It will be happening November 6th through the 11th in Orlando, Florida for 2022. So, if for some reason you do not have your ticket left, you do not have your ticket yet, we have 10 seats left. Go ahead and grab your seat at BalloonCoach.com and click on Summit. If you are a Balloon Boss Mastermind member, you do get a $300 discount. So feel free to message me about that. And then if you happen to be a person who's not in Mastermind yet, and you need a discounted ticket, I believe I have one available outside of Mastermind membership of a person who's having to sell their ticket that is not able to come anymore. So if you would like that discounted ticket and you're not a Mastermind member, let me know. So here is where we're going to start. We're going to start with BalloonCoach.com is where you can find the information for Summit. And I would love for you guys to chat into the chat box or go into the Q&A. If you have a ticket, put down that you have a ticket. If you do not have a ticket, say no ticket yet. And here's my number one question so that I know what your question is. If you do not have a ticket yet, what you need to make sure that I tell you about. And then if you're a person who does have a ticket, what's one of the number one things that you're wanting to know about? So when you go onto the on the Balloon Coach website and you click on Summit, it gives you the information on the dates. The main part of the conference is the 6th through the 9th, but on the 10th is the CBA exam from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But I also have put in a bunch of bonus material going in on that Thursday. So if you can stay over on Thursday and be able to do collaboration groups and have some hands-on with the balloons, in addition, if you are not taking the CBA exam, that would be awesome. So Ashley, go ahead and you can send me a message later on too for me to help you with getting your ticket. And my email is Joette at BalloonCoach.com unless you are able to PM me on Facebook, Joette Myers Giardina. So I'll be glad to help you out, Ashley. All right, so Balloon Boss Summit is set up to give you an opportunity to sit around the table so that while you're in class, you're sitting next to one of our instructors. We also call them mentors throughout the week, while the other instructor is up on stage teaching. This way you can start to build relationships with our mentors and instructors so you feel more comfortable coming up to asking them questions. And then each day we have lunch together and you're able to kind of pick their brains and ask questions outside of the classroom, which is where a lot of the learning actually happens. So one of the things that we do during the event is we actually set up the balloon decor that you create on Sunday and throughout the evenings. We create that decor into photo ops for you to be able to have professional photography to market and sell with after the event. We also this year are empowering you to take excellent pictures. So Jenny Porter and Melissa Vincent are going to teach you some of the tricks of the trade of having those Instagrammable photos that really catch people's eyes and help empower you to take those throughout the week also. So one of the things that we enjoy about Summit is that we're learning in the round, we're learning all together. On Sunday and during the evenings, there are breakout sessions that you can choose to attend. But overall, we are always learning together in one space, which makes it so you don't have so many decisions to make. This is really for people who are serious about building their business and their income. And it doesn't matter if you're home-based, if you work a full-time job, if you work a job part-time outside of balloons, or if balloons are your full-time career. What our goal is to help you focus in on what you want from your business and take the next step in growth. It is $1,997. If you're a mastermind member, you get a $300 discount. Our 3-month payment plan is ending on August 30th because we'll then be 3 months out. So if you want to break it down, and again, if you're a mastermind and you need those codes, let me know. I'll be glad to get those to you. They're also in our Facebook group for Balloon Boss Mastermind. So you can purchase either one of those tickets at the discounted. And like I said, for one Balloon Boss Mastermind member, I do have a special discounted ticket that's currently available from somebody who is selling their tickets. I wanted to make sure you guys know some of our instructors. Carolyn Heyman is returning Batalitex is sponsoring her. She is excellent at making costumes. So if anybody has ever done awesome costumes with her in other classes, she was well received a couple of years ago when we did it. And so we wanted to have her back again. By making the costumes, it teaches you how to make things out of linking balloons. It won't have to be a costume. It could be that you're using it as a school mascot and it's just going to be a sculpture at the school, or for a corporation to do their mascot, and helping just empower you to think how to work with links. So super excited about that. Cecile Williams, I am really thrilled about, from the Balloon People in the Bahamas. She had traveled to Chicago several years ago to go to one of our parade workshops, and she impressed all of our team with her enthusiasm, her professional, and her beautiful red dress, red glasses. She is a powerful woman who's super positive, and we loved hanging around her energy. She also came back to conferences in Orlando. And so what I love to do is, for those people who've been through Balloon Coach training, when I see them taking action on what they've learned at our conferences and at other conferences and put it to work in their business, those are the kind of people I look for to be instructors. Because people ask me that a lot of times, how do you get to be an instructor at Summit? And the way we approached her is because of her amazing positive attitude and the things that I see her doing at her retail shop in the Bahamas. So what's cool about that is she will be teaching and be able to talk to people about retail. And then she's also going to be teaching about really cool how to sell and how to make photo op areas. So that's going to be great. Chris Potts is a returning instructor for us this year, representing Qualitex. On the first couple of days, he's going to teach you how to rig balloons and balloon drops. Super excited about that. And guys, if you can mute yourself while you're on, that would be delightful. So yeah, if you could please mute yourself. Let's go here and see what I can do. All right. Then Chris Ann Long, she is with a strategic growth coach here in Florida, and working with the book from Donald Miller, Business Made Simple. And Scott from Balloons by Tommy has been reading that book and is using a lot of the information from that with his staff now, and he'll be using it during his presentation also. So one of the things I do encourage you guys to do to get ready for Summit is to read Business Made Simple. So I'm going to type that in here, Business Made Simple by Donald Miller. And what's great is it's a book that you want to read over 60 days. All right. So you want to go ahead and get it now. Start reading it one part a day. It has 60 basic steps that you can take in your business. Some of you may not need to take them yet in your business, but it's great information. You can do it as an audiobook too and just listen to a little bit each day and then apply it to your business and have the concepts ready when we get to Summit. Tabitha Miller, she is one of those stories that she came to Summit originally on a scholarship from Cody Williams. Cody had already bought his ticket for Summit and then was asked to be an instructor. So he gave his ticket away through a drawing, and Tabitha won that scholarship. And then she came back the next year, reinvested in coming to the training. And then she was one of those people that always asked questions and then put into action what she learned. And so she is an amazing designer and now has grown her business to over $400,000 a year. Bought a home on 10 acres. It has property and a space for her business. It's super exciting to see how she's grown and developed her team. And she will be bringing you guys information on Tools with Tab on how to be confident in building structures. And also she creates beautiful designs and does customization with vinyl. Sarah Meyer with the Bright Balloon. Right now, please type into the chat and let me know if you have never listened to the Bright Balloon podcast. So if you've never been able to listen to the Bright Balloon podcast, please put that in there for me. And in just a little bit, I'll add it so other people can ask questions, I promise. So Sarah Meyer with 17 Hats being her sponsor will talk to us about customer management systems. Jeff Kelly is coming back again from Asset Lab, teaching us about our online presence and all the great tech stuff, and also understands balloons. Then Misty Kaufman, she is been in a storefront. She's been home-based and she's going back home-based. So she's going to be able to tell that story between what's the difference between a retail and a home-based business and how things are not always greener on the other side. But what's great is she taught us last year about balloontags.com, and they are now sponsoring her to talk about marketing. And so I'm super excited about that. And she and Victoria will be working together about grassroots marketing. So it's going to be a really great class. Scott De Lorenzo, Chief Financial Officer for Balloons by Tommy, is going to be sponsored this year by Brody's Wholesale. And he is going to be kicking off the week teaching us about team building and leadership. And I am so excited. He is going to show you behind the scenes of Balloons by Tommy and how Tommy went from a home-based business to then Scott becoming a business partner and then being able to grow their business to where it is today, where they've been dealing with a lot of challenges this last summer, with Tommy having to step back a little bit from the business and not be able to be as active in it as he used to be, and how Scott had to build those systems up and kind of fast forward some of their plans that they had for the future, and their team really stepped up and rose to the occasion. So they're going to empower you to be able to be a leader in your business. Peggy Williams with E&R Sales. She was one of the first people that I ever was taught from back in 2004. And I'm so excited that she'll be representing E&R Sales as the educational director. And her and Eddie Halen, the king of latex, will be doing the boot camp kickoff on Sunday to help you with all those tips and tricks about balloons that over the years you fight with heat sealing and how to do it quite right. She's got the tips on it, adhesives, and so much more. Elizabeth Fiore of Fiore Accounting Services will be available on Sunday and Monday for conversations with you guys in small groups and one-to-one about finances and about tracking your numbers. And she's going to talk about Profit First from the stage on Sunday night. Super excited about that. Marlene Potts this year is being sponsored by High Float. She is going to talk to you about sellable delivery designs that are highly profitable, and then all the tricks to using High Float. She'll be helping us with helium designs for our final night decor. So you get to be hands-on with her, plus talking about the business side of it and making money. Kelly Mankowski, I got to travel this summer and see her in her Party World shop in Minnesota. It's beautiful. It's in the middle of nowhere. But she has established a great business there with her tent rentals, her costumes, and then her balloon store. So she knows what it's like to run a team in a huge space and have to deal with that rental side of things. And she knows how important it is to put systems in place. And she's automated things now that when they hire a new employee, she doesn't even have to really talk with them directly. They can go through videos and written policies to go through their training, which is pretty exciting. So she's going to talk about that. And again, she's one of those people who's been to our Orlando events for several years and now is stepping up onto the stage. And I'm excited about that. Dory Saypool and Holland are phenomenal balloon decorators who've been through every conference there is in the balloon industry, and they are very versed at meeting their needs for their clients for mitzvahs. And so they are going to be teaching a special class on Tuesday night on how to work with bar and bat mitzvahs, the things that you need to know about working in a synagogue, the things that you need to know about their traditions, and the types of things that you can expect from working with those events. And then we are going to decorate an amazing glow party to make it look like an all-out amazing bar or bat mitzvah, which can also be sold as a sweet 16, a quinceañera. Corporate is really popular and glow and neon right now. So I'm excited that we're going to get to transform that space while you also learn about the traditions to help you sell. Tammy Loza and Charlie are coming back this year. Their business has been booming since coming to Summit and applying what they learn. And on stage, they're going to be with me the last day on Wednesday afternoon before we get ready for final night. And they're going to share the tools and the tricks that they use to take what they've learned at Summit, apply it to their business, and grow. And they're going to help you write those tools down and make those same type of growth steps. I already talked about Victoria West coming and working with Misty, talking about retail and grassroots marketing. Jenny Porter and Melissa Vinson are going to be working together. Behind the scenes, they help stage all the awesome photos that are going on, but they're also going to help empower you with the tools on Sunday to make great videos and photos throughout the week to catch the attention of the people you're marketing with. And they're going to help you throughout the week and coach you on that. Belinda Barrier is returning to Balloon Boss Summit. This year, she's going to be talking to you guys about catalogs and how on her website for Balloon Construction Company, she has these beautiful catalogs that she does that's of her work and helps people understand what they can do for homecoming and prom and graduation or corporate grand openings. And you're going to bring your pictures with you and work side by side with her to go ahead and make your own catalogs while you're there. Eddie Halen, like I said, will be working with Peggy Williams with the boot camp, and he is also a mentor for our new staff, which is always exciting. Gary Ledbetter is always there to help us out with everything we need about rigging, about building, and just being that guy who's all around maverick. Anything that needs to happen with behind the scenes, he takes care of it with us. So I'm really excited about this awesome team. And Jonathan Fudge this year will be helping us out to make a marketing calendar so that when you leave, the photos that you created throughout the week and that our professional photographer has made throughout the week, you'll leave with a marketing calendar that you've helped develop so that you can put all of these pieces together and put it out there on social media to help you market to your clients and be proactive rather than reactive. So it's an awesome dynamic team and they cannot wait to see you there. So people always ask me, what is the schedule? Well, it's right here. You click on Summit Schedule and it pulls up in Canva. I'm going to go ahead and get you guys the link in the chat box so you guys can look at it on your own afterwards. And then I'm also going to do things where I can make sure I've got people set up so they can share in the chat. All right, just one second, guys. Sorry about that. Let me go here. New tab. There we go. Well, I want to let me get it down. There we go. Maybe not. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right, so in BalloonCoach.com on the website under Summit, you can look at the schedule for the week. I have now put it out for the chat for all of those of you that are on live with me. On Sunday, that morning at 7 a.m. is morning optional activities, which means if you want to go be physically active with one of our instructors, I'm excited that this year Kelly Minkowski is going to do some low impact movement with folks because she has a great morning routine that she does every day for physical fitness. And she's going to be sharing that with you guys. There's a pool if you want to go swimming for laps. There's also a variety of equipment in the fitness center. So we just allow for people to go and be active. Also, sometimes people get together with other people and go for a walk and walk down towards Disney Springs and back. So lots of options there for the morning. And then on Sunday, our registration will be open from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then our boot camp will start right at 10 a.m. So people who are there early can help us out with some things that we're doing to prep. And then 10 a.m. till noon is boot camp with Peggy and Eddie. Even if you've been in the industry for decades, I guarantee you will learn something from the two of them in addition to having a great time. Then we'll go to lunch from 12 to 1:30. From 1:30 to 2:30, we will rig with confidence about balloon drops and decor. Chris is going to be doing our kickoff decor for the stage, so I'm super excited about that. From 2:50 to 3:20, Jenny Porter and Melissa will be teaching you guys about creating Instagram worthy photos throughout the week while we're there so you can practice it. You can show things to people. They can tell you how you can switch things around and make them even better. And then we'll be doing hands-on balloon building from 3:30 to 5:30 with all of our instructors. We'll be in the ballroom and in the hallway at different units, creating the decor for our kickoff evening and for us to have for our photo ops throughout the week. So heat sealing, stage decor, creating a fun entrance, creating interactive photo ops, and linking costume for the kickoff party. So lots of fun things going on, something that you could all be involved in. And then if you're saying, Joette, I don't want to blow up a balloon. I'm over balloons. I want to talk business. That's why I'm coming to Summit. Well, no fear. On Sunday, during that same time that we've got business building going, our balloon building going on, some of you can choose to skip a session or all the sessions and go out and hang out with Sarah Meyer and talk about 17 hats. And if you have 17 hats already, you can work with her on that. Elizabeth and Joey Fiore are going to be doing sessions on accounting. Jonathan Fudge is going to be working on that marketing calendar on Canva. Belinda Barrier is going to be working on sales catalogs. And you can also schedule for paid consultations with Jeff Kelly of Asset Lab if you like. And then Sunday night, we have our kickoff. So for those of you who are paid Balloon Boss Mastermind members, you get to have a special reception with me from 6 to 7 with our instructors out at the poolside. And then everyone has our opening night celebration from 7 to 9 p.m., soaring through the seasons and soaring to help grow your dynamic balloon business. During our time on the stage, we're going to talk about you and what have your successes been in 2022. So look out in your mail. You're going to be getting an email with a survey to fill out and tell us about your successes over last year, because we want to acknowledge what you guys have had going on. Elizabeth Flory is going to be kicking off things about profit first. We're going to talk about our Balloon Boss mindset, and then we're going to have some speed networking, some music and fun, and a great evening. Then on Monday, we start things off with Sarah Meyer on Grab and Go Garland. We've got Business Made Simple with Chris Ann Long. We've got the power of team building. Cecile is going to be talking about selling and creating photo ops. We have collaboration stations in the evening. You get to go and do dinner on your own and then come back for these optional things. Now, if you're tired and you just need to go back to your room and chill out and work on things independently, that's totally fine. But if you're one of those people that you want to dig in and talk to as many people as possible, then you come down and you be a part of these different sessions in the evening. The other thing I do is I have our massage therapist come, and he's going to be available for you Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday for you to have massages. It's at $15 for 15 minutes or $30 for 30 minutes. And it's just a great way to relieve some stress and make yourself feel good. On Tuesday, we have how to double your sales from your website with Jeff Kelly. We have Tabitha Miller with Tools with Tab, how to build strong framing that you're confident in. Kelly Minkowski about those systems for success. Marlene Potts about marketing and selling high profit deliveries. Dinner each night is on your own. And then we come back on Tuesday night from 7:30 to 8:30. Dory and Holland are going to teach you about the etiquette of mitzvahs and how to land those jobs. And then we're going to do the hands-on build for our final night decor. So we'll break out in different stations and actually build the decor. And again, we'll have some of those collaboration stations going on that have nothing to do with balloons for those of you who don't wish to tie any more balloons. But we're going to create this beautiful glow party for us to have for Wednesday. And then we go into the costumes on Wednesday with Carolyn, the landing delivering corporate accounts with Chris Potts, Misty Kaufman and Victoria talking about building relationships and grassroots marketing. You'll get to then have that closing with Tammy and I and her husband, Charlie, and I need to put an A right there. And then you're going to get to have the marketing calendar revealed that Jonathan and you guys will be creating throughout the week. Then that night we have our party, and yes, you can bring a guest to it. I'll have tickets for you to purchase for that. And then on Thursday, the CBA exam is from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And during that time in the other rooms, we'll have our Deco Twist Jam. We'll have collaboration groups for you to help bring your laptop for all those things that you worked on during the week that you want to finish up. You can sit with people and get those things done. We'll have special areas out at the pool, out in next to the dining area, out in the hallways. We'll have special places that you can do different collaboration groups to finish some of those projects that you want to have done. And then for those of you who asked, will Kevin be available for headshots again this year? Yes. A 15-minute headshot session is just $125, and that gives you 3 retouched photos. If you decide that you want to have 6 retouched photos, then you would just pay for a 30-minute session. And then from 10 a.m. to noon on Thursday, there's a special class offering by Jeff Kelly. You pay him directly $100 for double websites sales. So that's something that's going to be very specific, tailored to people who want to work on that project while they're there with him. And that's a separate fee. And then at 3 p.m. on Thursday is a popping party where we will go ahead and dismantle everything that we've made and pack up the trucks to put it back in my warehouse for another year till next time we pull it out. So that's kind of the overview of the week. And now is the time for me to answer questions. So for those of you who are on and have other questions about Balloon Boss Summit, go ahead and ask them now. And then after that, I will open it up for any other questions. So I'm just double checking. For those of you who asked me about about taking your CBA exam, you have to have all of your online test and your job cost form and photos into RJ at Qualitex by October 10th, so that you have it in a month ahead of time so you can review everything and you'll be ready to take that test on November 10th. And I'm double checking to see if there's any other questions. I'm glad that people who have tickets are excited to be at Summit. All right. Any other questions you would like to ask while we are still on? All right. So for anybody who's watching this as a replay, if you have questions, you can always email me, joette@ballooncoach.com. You can go to ballooncoach.com, click on Summit to grab your ticket. If you're a mastermind member, use your special coupon to get your discount. If you need help with that, just contact me. And if you're one of those people like, Joette, I wish I could come to Summit Live, but I just can't this year, then what I encourage you to do is to join our Balloon Boss Mastermind program to help you stay connected with other like-minded balloon professionals and help you stay excited and motivated to make your goals reality. Thanks for everybody who's on live with me right now. I'm going to turn off our recording. And then what I do for all Balloon Coach webinars for my mastermind members and my free lunch and learns and things is at the end, as a thank you for you being on live, I turn off the recording and let you ask other questions that sometimes people are afraid to ask when we're recording. I look forward to seeing you guys in Summit. Our team is working really hard to make it an amazing event for you, so you get that special time to learn from their mistakes and their successes to help you grow faster.